Guys, I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. If you're a returning subscriber, as always, guys, welcome back, and I do appreciate support. Guys, I seen this story early yesterday morning, and I forgot to do it. And this story right here, man, is a story of tragedy, and I mean just loss, significant loss. It's about this little baby right here. This girl right here, 3-year-old Journei Ross. She was autistic and she couldn't speak. At 3 years old, she tragically lost her life at the hands of this monster right here. The woman you see up here is 41-year-old Marquetta Phillips of Las Vegas, Nevada. Also, she is the girlfriend / roommate of a guy that had, Journey's father. And he went to work March 25th at 6 p.m., had her to watch babysit, because she lives there, babysit little Journey. He got off of work at 3 o'clock and come home to find his daughter stabbed to death. This chick right here is absolutely crazy. She deals with some type of aggressive mental illness, and she wound up stabbing this child to death. Now, she just went to court yesterday. And I'll show you that, and I'll also show you the original story. You got to be careful about who you put your kids around. Just because they cool and gentle with you, or you and them don't get along, or whatever, don't mean, people always think people look at children the way they look at them. It's not always like that. And this situation cost this man his daughter. Everybody lost. And it's hurtful. Check it out.
Just shocking. I can't believe that.
Unfortunately, we start tonight with a horrific crime. A 3-year-old girl stabbed to death, and police say the babysitter trusted to care for her is the person who killed her. Good evening, everyone. Glad you're with us tonight. I'm Jim Snyder.
And I'm Latoya Silman. The incident happened in a Central Valley apartment complex around 3:30 this morning. But now, News 3 learning that this is not the first time that officers say they've responded to the unit.
Kristen Drummond is live outside that property near Flamingo and Eastern with the latest on this case. Kristen?
Well, Jim and Latoya, Metro Police first identifying the suspect in this case as Marquetta Phillips. And yes, I've been told that officers have responded to this unit recently. I am told through a law enforcement source that they were recently out here to place Marquetta Phillips in a mental health crisis hold. That is called a legal 2000. That is when a person is taken to a hospital for an involuntary 72-hour hold where they are evaluated. Now, we were out here for several hours today watching the investigation. Metro Police say that they are working to determine the relationship between Phillips and the girl's father, but say it appears Phillips did live in the unit. Meanwhile, neighbors say seeing this is absolutely heartbreaking.
It's chilling. It's really chilling.
Pretty surprised. I don't know what to say.
An unnerving scene for neighbors. Crime scene tape up as Metro Police investigate the murder of a 3-year-old girl at the Villa del Sol apartment homes.
It really hurts my heart for that family. That's so sad.
Metro Police say a babysitter stabbed the young girl several times inside a unit while the child's father was at work. When he returned home, the babysitter ran away and he called 911 for help around 3:30 in the morning, according to investigators.
Officers began immediate canvass of the area, and fortunately we were able to locate the babysitter who was taken into custody without incident.
The 3-year-old taken to a hospital where she died.
She is just so darn cute and adorable.
One neighbor did not want to show her face on camera, but knows of the family.
And it's just heartbreaking because it's close to home. I live here. I've seen her. The father, he was an amazing man. Like, he's so nice, family oriented, loved his daughter, proud father, always bragging about his daughter.
Police investigating the circumstances around the attack. One neighbor who lives diagonally from the unit on the second floor tells me her mother heard noise.
I had the TV on, but my mom said at 3 a.m. she heard a little commotion.
And your mom was awake?
She was asleep, but she was woken up, yes.
When she heard that commotion, was she concerned?
She was concerned, but she didn't want to open the door.
Now, she and others question what causes someone entrusted with care to instead kill a child.
This is scary. You never know what the person might snap.
Is she some kind of mental illness or something, or just evil?
Now, Phillips is booked currently in the Clark County Detention Center. Court records show us that she is scheduled to appear for her first appearance in front of a judge tomorrow morning. Reporting live in the Central Valley, I'm Kristen Drummond, News 3.
All right, Kristen, such a very sad situation that's really touching the hearts of so many tonight. Thank you so much. Well, court records show that Phillips was arrested in 2021. She was charged with engaging in lewd, dissolute conduct in a public place, a misdemeanor. The court issued a warning and that case was dismissed.
I'm sorry, so I should never ever had her around.
Journei Ross apologizing to Fallon Whitson for exposing their 3-year-old daughter Journei, who they shared custody of.
She was on the spectrum, so she was nonverbal, but she communicated through music and she communicated through sign language.
To a woman who police say ended her life.
Why is this world so evil? She took my baby.
41-year-old Marquetta Phillips charged with the little girl's murder. Ross says he and Phillips were in a romantic relationship on and off for the past year, a relationship he failed to disclose to Fallon.
I can't see her grow up into the woman I knew she was going to be because of a woman I didn't even know.
She been staying with me for a year, you know. She watched Journey numerous times and stuff, but I guess I didn't know she was a crazy case.
On Wednesday, he left Journei in Phillips' care at the apartment because he had to work.
I'll say, okay, here's the milk. The food is right here. Everything, no arguments, no nothing, you know. Everything was good.
But when he got home at 3:30, he walked into a nightmare.
I see some knives around here and stuff, you know. So I see blood on the knives. I'm like, why is some blood? So I instantly run, checking my baby girl.
Metro released this arrest report detailing the crime scene. Detectives located multiple kitchen knives and a pair of scissors. 3 sheets of paper with notes in red marker were on the floor with the words, "See what happens when you blank with people's lives? Now we both have nothing." Written on a wall in the bedroom in blood, the words, "Everybody that played me is cursed." Ross called police, but there was nothing more he could do for their daughter, who had been stabbed multiple times. The gruesome scene replaying over and over again in his mind.
She was defenseless. She didn't deserve none of this. I wake up, I look for my baby. I'm still looking for my baby.
Hey guys, that's the story of this bald-headed pit fiend, Marquetta Phillips. 41 years old, crazy or not, she got to fucking go. Because what she did was horrific and unforgivable. Now, I froze frame the part of the video that has the probable cause affidavit, and I'm going to read it to you. Check this out. She stabbed that girl 10 times, they estimate. A 3-year-old nonverbal autistic child. It says on March 26, 2025 at approximately 03:36 hours, the Las Vegas Metro Police Dispatch received a 911 call from the father at whatever address, I don't want to say his address, in Las Vegas, Nevada. The father was yelling at someone in the background while on the phone with the operator and stated, "You murdered my baby." Officers were dispatched and arrived on scene to find the father giving CPR to his own 3-year-old daughter inside the apartment. The daughter was later identified as Journei Ross, date of birth, and then it says that she's born in 2021. Officers took over life-saving measures until medical personnel arrived and transported Journei to Sunrise Hospital, where she succumbed to her injuries. Journei suffered multiple stab wounds to her torso, legs, and neck. The father told officers Journei was being babysat by his roommate Marquetta Phillips, date of birth such and such, born in 1980. When he returned home, he found Marquetta with blood on her hands and Journei bleeding and unresponsive in the bedroom. Marquetta fled the apartment on foot. Before officers arrived, patrol units maintained the crime scene and established a perimeter around the apartment complex. At approximately 0457 hours, Officer D. Samuel, badge number such and such, observed a female standing in the parking lot on the north side of the apartment complex between 2 vehicles. The female appeared to match the describers provided and record searches for Marquita. Officer Samuel observed the female had apparent blood on both hands and a possible cut to one hand. Multiple officers formed an arrest team in an effort to take Marquita into custody. Marquita was uncooperative and had an electronic device, a taser basically, was deployed to effectively make the arrest. Once in custody, Marquita made multiple incoherent statements and her eyes were rolling back. Marquita was transported to UMC Hospital due to an injury to her hand consistent with a sharp force injury and her incoherent, non-responsive manner. Homicide detectives were notified and assumed responsibility of the investigation. Detectives interviewed Marquita, the father who stated Marquita was his on-again, off-again girlfriend and roommate. Marquita has been living in the apartment with him and his daughter for the last year. They redacted it. He shared custody with his daughter, with the biological mother. Now, in another article up here, it says she was found on the bed. Mother said she was defenseless, she didn't deserve this, and she didn't deserve to die. You're right. You're right. And I got one question for the dude. Now, she been on again, off again, but been the roommate, so the child been around her. So, I can understand it. I don't think that's the first time she didn't watch the kid. He's saying he ain't know she was crazy. I don't know about that. I don't know about that, because I'm going to tell you something. When people do crazy stuff like this and they babbling and stuff like that, you got to see that sometime or another. I'm keeping it real. I feel sorry for the brother, but man, damn, come on. Come on. You ain't know she was crazy like that? Now, what I think he means is he don't think she crazy enough to hurt a kid. Either way, how you let her leave out the fucking house? I'm going to be honest with you. Soon as I seen blood on her hands, blood on her knife, they said the girl was on the bed dead, right? And it was a bunch of knives around her. So you did your handiwork and left the weapons right there to show what you did. Now you writing around on the house in blood like it's The Shining. This is what you get for fucking people over. No, this is what you get for fucking killing my daughter. She would have never made it out of that motherfucking house. How many of you fellas agree? She would have never made it out. I'd have dropped that bald eagle all over that head. You know what I'm saying? Shit look like somebody threw bird seed on it. Get the fuck out of here. I'm gonna tell you, people are crazy. And you gotta leave them alone. You on again, off again with her. Obviously, she had some type of craziness going on. You just didn't think she was crazy enough to kill your kid. And it's unfortunate that this happened because that little baby paid the ultimate price. She paid the ultimate price. She in the parking lot between two cars standing there. Soon as they grab her, she's speaking in tongues. I'm assuming supersonic. Man, get the fuck out of, booted her ass right back to the crime scene. This is what you did. And I just took her right out right then. It's craziness. Children ain't protected. Women ain't protected. Men ain't protected. Hell, nobody protected. You know what I'm saying? But they get mad when you go to get your weapon and try to take care of your own self from the devil busting in your fucking front door or living in your goddamn house. That's the thing. How can you protect children when a lot of time the monsters is inside the house? It's upsetting seeing that. Now, another thing I'm going to say is, ma'am, I know you don't be in his business like that, baby mama, but he living with a woman for a year and you ain't go over there and see what kind of woman she was being around your kid? I'm just saying. I'm Stock Market Steve for the Dynamic Reason channel. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. I gotta be me. I gotta keep it real. I gotta keep it real. This thing right here is tragic, but it could have been prevented. I'll see you in the next video. Take care. May Journei Ross rest in peace.